I'm Roxie with Roxie's Broadway Breakdown. Welcome back to my channel, and today I want to break down love songs for mezzos. Alright, so I think I have to do a little caveat when I do songs for mezzos, because in musical theater, that's sort of a catch-all term. They sort of lump altos in there with mezzos, and sometimes the roles, fall right in that nice center pocket that's good for altos and mezzos, but sometimes it's a little bit deeper, and it might be a little harder for true mezzos that have a middle range, but they sometimes have a higher range and they don't really have that good deep chest voice, and it's really meant for a true alto. Or sometimes they have a higher range and it's really almost leaning soprano, and altos are thinking, I can't ever sing that. So you have to really kind of know your voice when they say mezzo and where the songs really fall. Like Ariel in Little Mermaid says mezzo, but her songs are mainly soprano. Like, you could maybe eke by it if you have a pretty decent range, but if you're a real alto, you're really not singing Ariel comfortable. So anyway, I'm just saying, I'm going to tell you where these songs land in the range. All right, so from I Love You Because, this is a contemporary version of Pride and Prejudice, and the song Even Though that Marcy sings. Now, Marcy is Mr. Darcy, so they've switched the roles. And this is just really a fun comedic song. It's a belt song, and it lands very comfortably in the range. So pretty much a mezzo, alto can do it, and the lyrics are really, really funny. So if you want something light and silly, this is a good song. From Baby, this is a song, The Story Goes On, that Lizzie sings, and she's just a young expectant mother, and it's sort of a love song to the baby, because she's like saying, I just feel so good about having this baby, and my mom did this and her mom did this, and it's just a really sort of nice song. She's happy about her baby coming, and it's a good belt song. I love this song. And it's also like, if you have one of those auditions that they've told you can only sing like 8 bars or 16 bars, this is a good song because it's sort of repetitive, and it's a good, easy song to edit. From The Color Purple, Celie sings I'm Here, and this is a great song because it's a very uplifting song, and it's like a love song to yourself. Like, I feel good about myself. I feel good where I am. It's a very optimistic song. From the show Amazing Grace, Mary sings Tell Me Why, and this is almost a prayerful song. This is about her friend John Newton, who wrote the song Amazing Grace, and she's worried he's lost at sea. And so it's like I say, it's a prayer of like, oh, don't let him be lost at sea. He's my friend and I'm really worried. And now I have to say, it's mezzo, maybe, because it's almost leaning soprano, ladies. So it's a beautiful song. So I did put it on the list. All right, now when I was scrolling through shows, I did not know that this was a musical. Giant. This is based on the 1956 movie starring Rock Hudson and Elizabeth Taylor. This is probably one of my top 5 favorite movies. I love this movie. And it got really successful reviews, great reviews when it was a musical. It didn't make it to Broadway because it was damn near 4 hours long. But they said the music was great, the show was great, the book was great. So Leslie sings A Stranger. Now, it's about a rancher who whisks Leslie off to his Texas ranch. He's an oil man. And when she's there, she's from Virginia, and when she gets there, Texas is like a foreign land to her. So she feels like a stranger, and she's like, where do I find my place? Like, how do I find my place here? How do I find my place with him, with his family? It's a great big belt ballad, and it sits really nice in the center of the range. So I find that you know, a mezzo with a good range can do it, an alto can do it. It's a great song. It's a great song. So, man, I would have liked to have seen that show. Wonder how they transferred it on stage, because the movie's just epic and sprawling. So, anyway, I also starred James Dean. Go see the movie. Watch the movie. All right. Tuck Everlasting, from Tuck Everlasting. My Most Beautiful Day that May sings. Now, this is more for an older character type person that could sing it. I mean, I guess anyone could sing it, but it's remembering her engagement day and really all the things that have transpired in her life, like all the big touching moments that have happened in her life that just she loved and she remembered. So it's a very sentimental song. It's a beautiful song. So I put that on the list. From Jekyll and Hyde, Someone Like You. This is probably one of my favorite songs in musical theater that Lucy sings. And it's just a big torch belt song. And this is, I would say, more alto side of mezzo. Linda Eder's known for this role, and she has a huge alto voice. So, but again, they label this is one of those roles they label mezzo. So, that's what I'm talking about. All right, from Gypsy, Rose sings Small World. Now, we all know Rose is known for, you know, belting out Mama's Turn and Some People and Everything's Coming Up Roses. But this is one that it's one of the few times we see Rose really vulnerable. It's a really touching song. She's singing it to Herbie, her love interest. So I think it's just a nice, sweet song, and I added it here to the list. And then from the show Civil War, I have really gotten to like this music from Civil War. It's a very, you know, little known show, but they did these songs called the Nashville Sessions, which these were extra songs they did not put in the show, but they did special recordings with really well-known singers. And there's one that Linda Eder sang, I Never Knew His Name. And again, she's a very well-known alto. It's not belted. It's just a very sad, longing song that she sings, but it's a great song. So I did add that. Anyway, there you go. I hope that was helpful. I hope you love these love songs. And all right, don't forget to click and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next.